is getting out that Steelers offense is good. As you go around Twitter and YouTube in general right now, you're seeing all these reports about how the Steelers are one of the greatest winners of preseason week 2. And yes, they are. We had the most important thing happen to us. Kenny made the jump, and Friarmuth is the beneficiary of it. See, when we look at this team moving forward and what it could be, there is an amount of optimism coming around here in a way that really hasn't been articulated since. So one of the things we brought up during halftime of that game, that this team, because Kenny is putting the ball everywhere it needs to be, and they are exploring more blades of grass, this offense is being efficient. So who are the people that stand out? Are the ones that we didn't think would. We didn't use the middle of the field last year, so therefore our tight end was irrelevant. What do we see in the preseason? 2 passes to Friarmuth, 1 for a touchdown, both for first downs, and perfect exact combination. So therefore, when you're seeing stuff you're not expecting to see, it's a giant, giant thing. This guy won week 1. This guy won week 2. And guess what? In reality, that's what matters. I do believe the Steelers are going to win week 1 over the Niners. And that, I think, is going to be one of the biggest telling things of this team moving forward. We are making the jumps. Again, Kenny is putting the ball exactly where it needs to be. Friarmuth is looking amazing. And if we're looking at overall across training camp review, training camp preseason review, who are the winners and the losers, it's hard to find a true loser on this offense. Diving in and pickling and diming, people are trying to suggest it's Johnson. But the fact is, Deontay was pushed in week 1. He's had a lot of veteran days off during camp. But when they did their first drive in week 1, despite him having the time off, he got 3 of the passes, got first downs on 2 of them, and he was moving the ball. So they're still clearly going to use Deontay in the system. Pickens is giving him more splash. So I don't really think there is a true loser in this scenario. I also have done videos about why I know and believe Dan Moore should be your starter in week 1. He has held that job as well. I don't see a downside to the Steelers henceforth, and I think Tomlin has done this camp amazing, and I think that all we're going to keep seeing is people's values stock rising in the Steelers. I saw some things just to go into the mock draft fantasy world where Friarmuth is now the number 4 tight end. I've already always had him there. And quite frankly, he might even be better than Andrews. This team is a spot where it is going to be growing, and it is going to be getting a tidal wave of love and support behind them. Yes, they won week 2, and they won preseason week 2, and they're all with the arrows up. And that's going to keep happening. This Steelers team is in a great position. I am so excited for where they're at. And yes, as always, here we go, Steelers, here we go.